Some people were watching Emmerdale last night. Rangers were laying the smackdown on Thursday night. Europa League, Rangers nights, all that good stuff. Welcome back to the channel. We're here to talk about the fact that Rangers drew 2 each with Benfica and the aftermath, because of course, you know, you've always got that kind of a bit of doubt in the back of your head. We've lost to Motherwell. How's this team going to respond? Is that going to derail your season? I never thought that, but you know, it's always, you can always hint it to a degree. You know, it's the devil on your shoulder. And I thought Rangers really stepped up to task last night, went toe-to-toe with Benfica. All in all, I think should have won the game. I think the 2 goals, I know the 2 goals we gifted them. What a disgrace. Especially goals, and suitors. It's 1 minute they want to give a rule, next minute they don't. If you look at the Freiburg, right, West Ham game, and if I sound like absolute mince, it's because I am absolute mince. See a lot of people on Twitter talk about this like chest infection, and they can't seem to shift it for a few weeks. I think I've got one of them, but I've got an aching stomach as well. So, enough about Big Stevie Cool's supposed sickness, and more about that handball for Freiburg. So, well, it didn't get given. West Ham should have got a penalty. I mean, he doesn't flick it off to himself. And his hand's high. I just don't get how you can give that one and not give this. So, you know, it just proves, doesn't matter if it's in Scotland, England, Europe, whatever, VAR is a freaking disaster across the board. And you just don't know, because apparently in Europe there's a law that hits the hand of like a no tolerance party or something. Where they'll just give it. Which would have made sense if they gave the Freiburg one as well. They didn't give the Freiburg one. You see, that's the thing, right? Seeing our Europa League run, whether it just lasts to next Thursday or goes beyond that, which I think it will go beyond that. I don't really rate Benfica. And that's not to say if we beat them I'm going to be like, the D team. No, I'm not. But I look at it and I think there's no way there's going to be not an instant where one of our players flicks the ball up again and it hits his hand in Europe. I mean, factor in the league, it'll happen, but in the league they don't seem to give it because, I don't know, it's refereed differently. And conspiracy tinfoil hats can be put on for that one. I just don't get it. I said in the review yesterday, it should be one rule for all football across the world. You can't, I just don't get it. It would be like, see when they changed it from 2 points to 3 points for a win, it'd be like some competition still playing for 2. What sense does that make, man? I need to know. I just do not get it. With the handballs and VAR, it's a mess, man. I've greeting about it because it's difficult not to greet about it. Not that there's tears flying from my face, but say we headed the ball, or a Benfica guy headed the ball into his arm, I'd be saying the same thing, man. I would be, because I know a lot of people show a bit of delusion towards their club, right? But I will actually just call it as I see it. Like, I actually do think Dan Casey shouldn't have been sent off. Well, he didn't get sent off, but I don't think it was a red against Rangers on McCausland last week. Pretty much everyone in the comments and everyone over in Fog Football, etc., think it is a red. I don't think it was. But I just don't get it, man. I actually do not grasp what the hell's going on with handballs and all that. It needs to be set in stone what it is and what it ain't, and left at that. But again, referees are pish, aren't they? So... But anyway, let's talk about 2 each. Good result, great result. You absolutely took it going into the game, but part of me is disappointed because we should have won, and a win would have been fantastic. Another epic win for Rangers away, but I just think get it back to Ibrox. And obviously, yeah, it's not a guaranteed factor like that we're going to lay the smackdown, but more often than not at Ibrox in Europe we do perform. You look at Ibrox this season in Europe. 1-1 draw against Aris Limassol was mince. The win against Sparta Prague was good. Ibrox, I think we just kind of bottled it a wee bit in the second half. Like when they scored, the arse kind of went with it. And then the 1-0 against Betis, it was alright that game. I'm not going to pretend it was great, but here, great result beating Betis. One of Beale's final games, that was. And of course we beat the likes of Servette at home. That was pish, that game. That was awful because Servette are not a good team. And then of course we drew 2 each with PSV, which I think we should have did a wee bit better there. So at home this season, you know, this is obviously the best we've been this season, like right now. we've not lost, and we've never really been close to losing either. And that's while playing pish. I'm not saying Benfica can't beat us, but I would say one of the only ways I can see Benfica beating us is probably on penalties. I don't know, I just can't see us getting beat at Ibrox. And that is the difference in Europe. But yeah, it'll be an interesting game nonetheless. Of course, we've got Hibs in between now and then. And the injuries are beginning to stack up, troops. But what Clement's got to do, I think, is he's got to feed a couple more youngsters through. Like Cole McKinnon came on, played 13 minutes, made a crucial last block, by the way. I forgot to give him credit against Benfica last night. But what you've got to do is you've got to bleed a few more of them in, and hopefully have them, because the injuries are stacking up, man. Wide positions were mince. I'm lucky that tackle for Casey didn't injure McCausland like long term. He's back already, of course. Played a few minutes last night. Pretty much going to wrap this up. Just wanted to talk about the Benfica game, about the aftermath, and how I was a tiniest bit worried that Motherwell game could unravel us. But here, like I said in the preview for it, for the Motherwell game, you can't win every game, and as much as I wanted it to make like 11 games in a row, you can't always do it, man. Football would be too easy if you could just set out to win like 20 games in a row, but it is what it is. But looking forward to the Hibs game, looking forward to the Benfica game, and then it's a title fight. So it's mad though, because the focus should be on the league, but you sit down last night, whether you're at the game or at the bar or at home, you hear that Europa League tune, you see the players come out, especially when we scored, it's like, fuck it, like, I want to win this bastard, fuck the league, sort of thing. But yeah, it's crazy. Hopefully, it's great, like, you beat Benfica in first, you've got the draw to look forward to, and whoever else we're getting. I welcome it. I welcome the chase, that's for sure. Until next time though, peace.